Y'all want to come rip out some carpet? Yeah! That's what I thought. Make a carpet burrito. For starters, hi Penny. You want to be in the film? Okay, you can be in the film. Oh, wonderful. We have our first scorpion of the house. First scorpion, right there. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are starting on one of our biggest projects, flooring. I'm gonna start in the kitchen. I'm gonna start scraping up this linoleum flooring. Some of it's already peeled up, so it should go fairly smooth. Who knows about the rest of it, but let's get after it. Starters, before we start scraping up floor, we have a little bit of quarter round molding under these cabinets. We're gonna pop loose, and then we'll start getting to pulling everything up. All right, got the quarter round molding popped off. I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling up linoleum. I am gonna leave the oven in place just because it has a tendency to scrape whenever it gets slid in and out. I'm just gonna cut it out in front of it, just leave it. Whenever I have some guys here to help me with the flooring, we'll just slide it out, finish the flooring, and pop it right back in place. You know, I don't think I'm gonna have to scrape anything because this flooring is so old and brittle, it's gonna come out. Probably just easy to roll this up as it is to fight it in big chunks. So we got to cut around this. Well, maybe not. We just pull this piece out here. The linoleum in the kitchen came up super easy. This is the only piece I had to scrape. And I only had to scrape like a third of it up here. So I'm gonna move on to the next room. I might have used up all my luck in the kitchen because I'm gonna have to use my scraper now because we're out here in the front hallway and this stuff is glued down. Made it about halfway in 40 minutes. And the problem I'm going to run into is I'm using my batteries faster than they'll charge. I've got several batteries and 2 chargers, but this is pretty draining, both on the batteries and myself. We got the floor all scraped up. Only took me way too long. Probably about 2.5 hours to get all this scraped up. But now we're gonna clean all this chunks of stuff up here, and then we'll get back to scraping all the rest of this residue off the floor. Hopefully it won't take as long, but who knows. So I just had a thought while I was scraping this floor, because this stuff's pretty stuck down, it's hard to get up under it. Instead of using the scraper, I went and grabbed the side grinder out of the truck, put the wire brush on it, and it's gonna work pretty good. Finished up what I could yesterday afternoon. This morning I got back after the floor with the side grinder, and in a matter of about 10 minutes, the wire brush went from normal to this. Like, it is hardly anything left. Went back with the scraper on my oscillating tool and was able to get the floor level. It doesn't look pretty, but when you run your hand across it, it's still pretty smooth. And that's the main thing. We just don't need any lumps or humps. It doesn't have to be pretty because we're putting flooring back over the top of it. We're out here in the mudroom now. Only thing we got to do is get rid of all these paint buckets and cans there in the corner, get those moved out. Then we'll start scraping the floor. All the molding and the floor trim's already been popped off, so hopefully we can get after it here in just a minute. Looks like this is going to be another repeat of the front hallway. I'm going to just scrape every single inch, which is a bummer because this mudroom's like 16 feet long. So we're going to be at this a while. Right now I'm currently in a predicament. I've used up my batteries faster than they'll recharge, scraping up the floor. But the nice thing is, we still have carpet in this room that we can do. So I'm gonna start ripping this carpet out while those batteries charge. I'm just gonna bounce back and forth between the mudroom and the back bedroom here, and we'll see how it goes.
So, do we need to take out the foam?
Yeah, we gotta get everything down to the concrete. Because those wood planks we're going to put down, the flooring has its own cushion under it. Okay. There ain't nothing baby about this thing. It's going to be pretty big, pretty heavy. Somebody get down yonder, we're going to roll this because it's a lot more flimsy. Cameraman. Who's camera lady? That'll work.
Well, it's like colors.
That tells you it's vintage. Got the carpet ripped up fairly quick, fairly easy, but this is all the dirt that is like settled through the carpet, through the foam after 40 something years. It's crazy. Another battery used up. back to the carpet. Don't cut my fingers.
Okay.
Just pull it slowly back that way. I'll pull it apart so it's easier to cut as you go. Come here, girls. Get over here and grab you a piece of this carpet.
I got it.
Ivy, you're in the middle. We have to go height-wise. It makes it a lot easier. Oscar, you're at the back. Evelyn, you're at the front.
Yeah, last time Oscar was a bad lead.
Right there. Hold it just like that. Twist. March. March. Today, we're on to the last room, which is the living room. To get everything cleared out, get all this stuff moved, which I've learned is the downside of doing flooring, is you've got to get everything out. So all the tools you need have to be moved. Used to be I just kind of slide over that side of the room and just keep working, but not today. Things cleared out. Let's start cutting this carpet. I'm going to cut her into 4 corners. That way it's a little bit easier to roll up because this room's like 25 foot long. So that's going to be some pretty heavy carpet if I leave it all in one piece. When I peeled back the carpet, I found where they painted all their trim and molding right here on the floor. Also, found this. Not very many things have surprised me so far, but this is just an old cable, probably to a lamp, that they put under the carpet, but they also cut a groove in the concrete to hide it. So we got everything swept. We got all the trash and tack strips picked up. Now we're going to vacuum and get all these piles of dust out from under the cracks of the drywall. All right, everyone, we have finally finished with our flooring. We got everything pulled up. We got all the cleaning done. We've got tack strips up. We vacuumed, we swept, we've done all the things. Hopefully next time we'll be putting down flooring. If you haven't already seen what it took to get this far, go back and look at the past videos. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And thank you for watching.